So let us have a look at arithmetic progression, exercise 5.1. So this is NCERT class 10th maths, chapter 5, which is arithmetic progression. And I'm thinking of doing the exercise this time instead of the whole course, just trying something new. And also I'm thinking of trying to keep this video in English only. If there's enough demand for it, I will do it in Hindi as well. But for now, let's keep it in English and let's just focus on the exercise, because I feel people already know the course. It is when they do the exercise that is when they face the problem. So I'm thinking about doing the problems first. So have a look at exercise 5.1. So in this exercise, most of the problems are just identification of a series, whether it's an arithmetic progression or not. So you have to have a look at the series. Say you are given a series A and B and C and D and dot dot dot. So most of the questions are: is this series an arithmetic progression? Yes or no? That's it. That's it. That's all you have to do. So in order to find out whether the series is an arithmetic progression or not, just take the common difference between the consecutive terms. B minus A, C minus B, D minus C, so that will be the common difference. If all of these are equal, then it's an arithmetic progression, and if all of these are not equal, then it's just not an arithmetic progression, not an AP. So that's it. That's the whole crux of it. So let us look at the question first. Part 1. The taxi fare after each kilometer, when the fare is rupees 15 for the first kilometer and rupees 8 for each additional kilometer. So for first kilometer, the fare is 15, is rupees 15, and for additional kilometer it's rupees 8. So for first is 15, second one will be 15 plus 8, third one will be 15 plus 2 into 8. So does it look like the fare is an arithmetic progression? Of course it is. The difference of 15 and 15 plus 8 is 8, and 15 plus 2 into 8 and 15 plus 8 is also 8. So for each additional kilometer that you cover, you are paying 8 extra rupees. If you have traveled in any auto rickshaw in Mumbai, you would know that this is how they have made the fare for auto rickshaw, and it follows an arithmetic progression. So for the first part, of course, it's an arithmetic progression. Now, when we look at the second part of this question first, the amount of air present in a cylinder when a vacuum pump removes 1/4 of the air remaining in the cylinder at a time. So initially, let us say the volume was 100 liters. Just an example. So what will the vacuum pump do is in a given amount of time it will remove 1/4 of the air. So it will remove 25 liters. So what will be the remaining volume? 100 minus 25 is equal to 75. So 75 liters of air will remain. Now it will remove 1/4 of 75. So first the removal of air was 25 liters. Next removal is of 75 minus 75 by 4. So 75 by 4 is how much? 18.75. So 18.75 is not equal to 25. So this is not an AP. Now let us look at part 3. The cost of digging a well after every meter of digging, when it costs rupees 50 for the first meter, 150 for the first meter. So it's just like that taxi problem. For the first meter you have 150 rupees for digging the well. First meter is 150, and rupees 50 for every subsequent meter, rupees 50. So for the second meter you will be getting 150 plus 50. For the third you will have 150 plus 2 into 50. So that's just like the taxi problem. So it's an arithmetic progression, of course, because as you can see the difference is always 50. First is 150, second is 150 plus 50, so the difference is 50. And for the second and third, the difference is 100 minus 50 is again 50. So the difference is the same, common difference is the same as what we discussed over here. So it is an arithmetic progression. Now let us look at part 4. the amount of money in the account every year when 10,000 rupees is deposited at a compounded interest rate of 8% per annum. So my interest rate is 8% per annum. When you go and deposit money in your account, your money makes you money. As in, if I have deposited 100 rupees in my ICICI bank account at 8% interest rate per annum, so the next year I will have 108 rupees in my account. But this is at the end of first year, okay? How much money will I have at the end of the second year? Will it be 116 rupees? Will it be 116? No, because after the end of first year, I have 8 rupees interest in my account, and on that 8 rupees as well, I will earn 8% interest. So the amount of money that I will have at the end of the second year will be 116 plus 8% of 8 rupees. This is also giving me some interest, no? So 100 into 1 plus 8% squared. That will be the interest rate, that will be the total amount in my account at the end of second year. Because not only am I earning interest on my principal of 100 rupees, I will also earn interest on this additional 8 rupees in my account. I will also get 8% on that as well. So this is not an arithmetic progression, because when you do this, at the end of the third year, you will have 8% by 100 cubed. If it was an arithmetic progression, the amount would have been 100 rupees, 108 rupees, 116 rupees, 124 rupees. But when it's compounded, you will have something like 100, 108, 116 point something, 124 point something, maybe more than that. Maybe it's 117 or 118, maybe it's 125, 126. We don't know. But we do know that the common difference is not the same in both these cases. So hence it's not an AP, not an arithmetic progression, because the common difference is not same in this case. Now let's have a look at the question second. Write 4 terms of the AP when the first term A and the common difference D are given as below. It's really freakingly simple. A is 10, D is 10. First 4 terms will be A plus D. You add the common difference to get the next term. That's it. A plus 2D, A plus 3D. So that's it. That's the 4 terms of the arithmetic progression. If A is 10 and D is 10, so A is 10, A plus D is 10 plus 10 is 20. Another 10, added 30 and 40. That's it. That's the AP's 4 terms. Now, second case. A is minus 2 and D is 0. So when the common difference D is 0, of course it's an AP, but your series will just stay the same, because there is common difference is 0. So whatever you add, whenever you add 0 to any number, it just stays the same. So A is minus 2, A plus D is also minus 2, A plus 2D is also minus 2, A plus 3D is also minus 2. So the first 4 terms will be minus 2, minus 2, minus 2, minus 2. That's it. It's done. Now let us look at A equals 4 and D equals minus 3. Again, easy. A plus D, A plus 2D, A plus 3D. The first 4 terms of this AP is this. So 4 over here, 4 minus 3 is 1 over here, 1 minus 3 minus 2 over here, minus 3 is minus 5. That's it. That's done for this one. Let us look at fourth one. A is minus 1 and D is half. First 4 terms of the AP, this is what this guy is asking me to do. A plus D, A plus 2D, A plus 3D. Now when we do this, minus 1 here, minus 1 plus half is minus half. Minus 1 plus 2 into half, that's 0. Again half, so 1 by 2, so that's it. This is the 4 terms of this AP. Fifth, A is negative 1.25. and D is negative 0.25. So the consecutive terms will be decreasing because the common difference D is negative. So A is minus 1.25 already there. That's the first term. Second term, when you add D, so this is negative, will become minus 1.50, then minus 1.75, then minus 2. So that's it. That's the 4 terms of this AP. It's done. Easy questions. These are all easy. For the following APs, find the first term and the common difference. So this is just the reverse of the second question, this third question. When you look at it, this question is just the reverse of the first one. So this is the AP that is given to you, 3, 1, -1, -3. This guy is asking for the first term. First term is this. So that's straight up there. Common difference. Common difference is the second term minus the first term. 1 minus 3 is -2. You can also find out the common difference from taking difference of these terms or these terms. -1 is also -2. -3 minus -1. So this will become +1. -3 plus 1 will be -2. The common difference is -2 and the first term is 3. Now let us have a look at the second AP. -5, -1, 3, 7. As you can see, the terms are increasing. First -1, second -1, third is 3, fourth is 7. So the A, which is the first term, is -5. And common difference D, if you have a look at it, -5 is becoming -1. So the difference is 4. 3 plus 4 is 7. -1 plus 4 is 3. So that's it. First term is 5 and common difference is D is 4. So the third one, 1 by 3, 5 by 3, 9 by 3, 13 by 3. First term, of course, this is the first term. No surprise there. Common difference is just the difference of the second term and the first term. That's it. 5 by 3 minus 1 by 3. 5 minus 1 is 4. 4 by 3. That's it, done. The fourth one, fourth AP that's given to us is 0.6, 1.7, 2.8, 3.9. First term A is this. Again, no surprises. Common difference is first term minus second term. 1.7 minus 0.6 is equal to 1.1. Done. Now the fourth question is, this guy is asking whether the following progressions are AP or not. If they are AP, then find out the common difference and write 3 more terms. Just additional work, that's it. Nothing too scary, nothing surprising over there. Look at the first term and the second term. The common difference D, if you calculate from these two, is 2. If you calculate the difference of these two, 8 minus 4 is 4. Difference from here is 16 minus 8 is 8. So 2, 4, 8. So common difference is not the same, and this is not an AP. That's it. Let's move on. You have to do the additional work if it's an AP. That is, you have to find the common difference and you have to write 3 more terms. So we are not doing that because it's not an AP. 2, 5 by 2, 3, 7 by 2. Look at that. Common difference. 5 by 2 minus 2 is half. 3 minus 5 by 2. 3, 6 by 2. 6 minus 5 is 1, 1 by 2. 7 by 2 minus 3. 3 is 6 by 2. 7 minus 6 is 1, 1 by 2 again. So this is an AP. Common difference is half. 3 more terms, just add half to 7 by 2. You will have 8 by 2, 9 by 2, 10 by 2. 8 by 2 is nothing but 4. This is 9 by 2, 10 by 2 is 5, 8 done. Now have a look at third, whether this is an AP or not. Minus 1.2, sorry, minus 3.2, minus 5.2, minus 7.2. Of course, this is an AP. It's easily visible. Common difference over here is minus 2, minus 2, minus 2. If all of you have studied how to subtract two numbers, then you know how to subtract minus 1.2 from minus 3. So minus 3 minus minus 1.2, minus and minus is positive. Minus 3.2 plus 1.2 is minus 2. Again minus 2 here. So common difference is minus 2. So this is an AP. So consistent common difference is there. Hence this is an AP. So the next two terms, minus 7.2, just add minus 2 to it. So minus 9.2, minus 11.2, minus 13.2. That's it. We are done here. Okay, next, fourth part. minus 10, minus 6, minus 2, 2, dot dot dot. So this might look tricky because negative is turning to positive. So let's look at the common difference. Minus 6, the second term, minus the first term. I'm just doing it in case you're not able to understand or not able to follow. Minus 6 plus 10 is what? 10 minus 6, 4. Let us compute the common difference from these two terms. Minus 2 minus minus 6. Minus 2 plus 6, which is 6 minus 2 is 4. Again, the fourth term minus the third term. 2 minus minus 2. 2 plus 2 is 4. Common difference 4 staying the same. The difference between the second and the first term, the third and the second term, the fourth and the third term, the common difference is staying the same. Hence, it is an AP. It is an AP, an arithmetic progression. So the next two terms just keep on adding 4. So 2 plus 4 is what? 6. 6 plus 4 is 10. 10 plus 4 is 14. That's it, done. Let us have a look at part 5. Whether this is an AP. Okay, so this guy has square roots in it. So let us be careful when we examine this one. Let us have a look at the difference of the second term and the first term. What is the difference? 3 plus square root of 2 minus 3, that's square root of 2. Now the difference between the third term and the second term. What's the third term? Third term is 3 plus 2 root 2. What's the second term? 3 plus root 2. So, okay, let's not skip steps in case people are not able to understand. So, now when you open this bracket with the negative sign, this will be the result. 3 and 3 will get cancelled. 2 root 2 minus root 2 is root 2. Now, fourth term minus third term. This is so freaking easy, but I'm just doing it step by step so that people understand. Okay, so open the brackets. 3 plus 3 root 2. When you open the bracket, you get negative sign in both of these terms. 3 and 3 get cancelled. 3 root 2 minus 2 root 2. I will show you how to do this as well if you guys are not comfortable. Take root 2 common. 3 minus 2. 3 minus 2 is 1. I will not skip a step this time. I'm just not in the mood to. So the difference of the second term and the first term is square root of 2. Difference of the third term and the second term is root 2. Difference of the fourth term and the third term is also square root of 2. So this, my friends, this is an AP. How do you find the next three terms for this guy? 3 plus 3 root 2, just keep on adding square root of 2 into it. So 3 plus 3 root 2 will become 3 plus 4 root 2 and you add square root of 2 to it. This will become 3 plus 5 root 2. This will become 3 plus 6 root 2. That's it. We are done here. Now let's have a look at part 6. These questions are not tough at all. And these are not even these don't even require any skills, you know. No thinking required. Just plain vanilla questions. Nothing surprising here. Difference of this term and this term, 0.22 minus 0.2. Don't use the calculator, it's not required. 0.02. Difference of the third term and the second term, this. 0.22 can be written as 0.220. So this will be 0.002. Difference of the fourth term and the third term will be so the difference over here is 0.02, over here is 0.002, over here is 0.0002. So the difference is not same, is not consistent. Hence, it is not an AP. It might look to some people that this is an AP. This is not an AP. Don't guess, just do it. Just find the differences and you will see that this is not an AP. So no further efforts required in this problem. Okay, they have 15 questions. Oh my god. When they are not introducing anything new in these problems, I don't know why they want people to solve this many problems. Maybe for practice, I don't know. Yeah, that might be the only reason. So 0, minus 4, minus 8, minus 12. Common difference is minus 4 here, minus 4 here, minus 4 here. Easy to solve. It's an AP. Just keep on adding minus 4 to each terms, minus 12 and minus 4, minus 16, minus 20, minus 24. This will be the next 3 terms. Easy. Minus 4 minus 0 is minus 4. Minus 8 minus of minus 4 is minus 4. Minus 12 minus of minus 8 is again minus 4. It's an AP. Eighth part. Minus 1 by 2, minus 1 by 2, minus 1 by 2, minus 1 by 2. Okay. Let us have a look at this. Let us find the difference between the second term and the first term. Oh, look at that. These two are same. When two same terms are subtracted from each other, what will you get? 0. Minus minus plus. So these will cancel. You get 0. Third term minus second term. Again, what will you get? Minus 1 by 2 minus minus 1 by 2. This will be again 0. Similarly, the difference of these two will be 0. Common difference is the same, hence it is an AP. It is an AP with a common difference of 0. So the terms are not changing. So the next 3 terms will also be the same. Because the common difference is 0. So the AP is just the same first term repeating over and over and over again. Now let's have a look at this. 1, 3, 9, 27. The common difference, if we find out from these two, is 2. 9 minus 3 is 6. 27 minus 9 is 18. So the differences are not the same, so not an AP. This is a different kind of progression. This is geometric progression, but geometric progression is not part of the course, so we will not be talking further about this. A, 2A, 3A, 4A, next part. Differences will be the second term minus the first term is equal to 2A minus A common, 2 minus 1. 2 minus 1 is 1, A into 1 is A. Okay, the difference between the third term and the second term is 3A minus 2A, A common, 3 minus 2. 3 minus 2 is 1, A into 1 is A. Now let's have a look at the difference between the fourth term and the third term. Fourth term is what? 4A minus 3A. Take A common, 4 minus 3. 4 minus 3 is 1A into 1 is A. So the common difference stays the same. So this, my dudes, is an AP. Fourth term is 4A. Just add A to it, you'll get 5A. Add A again, you will get 6A. Add A again, you will get 7A. So these three are the next 3 terms in this AP. We done. Next part, A square, A cube, A raised to the power 4. Again, this is a geometric progression. This is not an arithmetic progression. Why do I say it's not an AP? Because the differences are A square minus A cube minus A square, A raised to the power 4 minus A cube. So this is not equal to this and it is not equal to this. So not an AP, my friends. It's not an AP. Part 12. Okay, this is square root of 2, square root of 8, square root of 18, square root of 32. Now let us investigate. Difference of the second term and the first term is square root of 8 minus 2. 8 is 4 into 2 minus square root of 2. Square root of 4 is, you can write it in this way. Yeah. Square root of 4 is 2. 2 root 2 minus root 2 is root 2. It's easy. Let us look at the third term and the second term. The difference, it 18 minus 8. 18 is 9 into 2. 8 is 4 into 2. You can write this in this way. Okay, square root of 3 is 2. Square root of 4 is 2. Take square root of 2 common. 3 minus 2 is 1. 1 into root 2 is root 2. Now let us compute the square root of fourth term and the third term. Square root of 32 minus square root of 18. 32 is 16 times 2, 9 times 2. By now you must be seeing a pattern over here. I'm just repeating what I did above. 16's square root is 4. 9's square root is 3. 4 minus 3 is 1. So square root of 2. So square root of 2 here, square root of 2 here, square root of 2 here. So this is an AP. Whereas when you look at it initially, this does not look like an AP at all. So this was a good question, I must say. This was a tricky one. So this is an AP. So I had square root of 32. I will just add square root of 2 to it. Again, another square root of 2 must be added. Again, another square root of 2 must be added. So I will write it in the fashion in which it was presented to us. So square root of 32 is 4 root 2. 4 root 2 plus another root 2 is 5 root 2. This will be 6 root 2. This will be 7 root 2. You want to take 5 inside. 5 square into 2. Take 6 inside. 6 square into 2. Take 7 inside. 7 square into 2. I'm doing it because in the problem it was mentioned like square root of 2, square root of 8, square root of 18, square root of 32. So I will write in that fashion as well. If you don't want to do it, if you just mention that these are the next three terms in the arithmetic progression, you will not be wrong. I'm just doing it for the heck of it. So 25 times 2 is 50. 72, 49 times 2 is 98. So these three are the next three terms of the arithmetic progression. That's it, we are done. Now this is part 13. We got root 3, we got root 6, we got root 9, we got root 12. So are these an arithmetic progression? Is it like the last problem where we had this root 2, root 8, root 18, root 32, and it turned out to be an arithmetic progression? We got a similar problem over here, square root of 3, square root of 6, square root of 9, square root of 12. Are we adding just square root of 3 to each of these terms? So maybe this is an AP. It looks like an AP. This didn't look like an AP, but it turned out to be an AP. And over here, if you think, maybe I'm adding 3 to each term. 3 plus 3 is 6, 6 plus 3 is 9, 9 plus 3 is 12. Maybe this is an AP. Maybe this looks like an AP, but is it actually an AP? Let us investigate. If I take square root of 3 into 2, if I write it like this, square root of 3 into square root of 2 minus square root of 3, if I take the square root of 3 common, I get what? Square root of 2 minus 1. Now let us look at the difference between the third term and the second term, which will be root 9 minus root 6. Sorry, 6. 9 is 3 into 3, 6 is 3 into 2, we will write it like this. Why am I doing this? Just to see whether the difference between the subsequent terms is same or not. Take square root of 3 common. Okay, so when you look at this, the common difference over here is square root of 3 into square root of 2 minus 1. Over here is square root of 3, but inside the bracket it's square root of 3 minus square root of 2. So this and this are not same, hence this is not an AP. It might look like an AP, but it's not an AP. It's just a wolf in sheep clothes. It's not an AP. Don't be fooled by that. Okay, over here 1 square, 3 square, 5 square, 7 square. I believe this is another wolf. It's not a sheep. You will be saying like, oh, look at this, 1, 3, 5, 7. It looks like we are adding 2 to each consecutive terms. It might be an AP, but let us examine. Let us examine. We will not let go. We will not answer until we have examined the facts. Second term is 3 square. First term is 1 square. 3 square is 3 into 3. Everybody knows that. 3 into 3 is 9, 1 into 1 is 1, 9 minus 1 is 8. So difference between the second term and the first term is 8. Now let us have a look at the difference between the third term and the second term. Third term is what? It's 5 square, and the second term is what? This is 3 square. 5 square is 5 times 5. 3 square is 3 times 3. 5 times 5 is 25. 3 times 3 is 9. 16. Oh, look at this. The difference between the second term and the first term is 8, but the difference between the third term and the second term is 16. So not same. This is not an AP. It's again a wolf. It's not a sheep. It's trying to trick you into thinking that this was an AP, but it turned out to be not an AP. 1 square, 5 square, 7 square, 73. We don't even know if it's a sheep or a dog. It doesn't look like anything. So we will have to examine what the heck is going on over here. First, second term minus first term. Okay, what's our second term is 5 square. First term is what? 1 square. 25 minus 1 is 24. Okay, the difference is 24. Let us see what the hell is up with the third term. Third term, this guy is telling me is 7 square. Second term is 5 square. 7 times 7 is 49. 5 times 5 is 25. Is 24. Okay, the difference is the same. But let us examine the fourth term as well. Fourth term minus the third term is 73 minus 7 square. 73 is 73. 73 is 73 itself. 7 square is 49. So difference is 24. So the difference is 24. Hence, this is an AP. We didn't know if this was an AP, but now we know it's an AP. So the first term is 1. The common difference is 24. So 73 plus 24 is 97. Again add 24. What will be the result? 121. Again 24, 145. So these are the next three terms of this AP. Are we done with this exercise? I think we are done with this exercise 5.1. So yeah, we're done.